Kevin McCullough.
Welcome back to Times Square. Kevin McCullough, glad you're with us and thankful for those of you that have heard me discussing the issue of feeding hungry children this summer. You know, you may have some sweltering days where your air conditioning's not working the best, or you don't feel quite yourself because of the heat or the humidity. Have you ever been in the Caribbean in the middle of July and August and September and felt the sun there and what it can do? I have, on very rare occasions, been on missions trips in Haiti where I felt like I was going to be really physically sick for a long time because I wasn't up to the standard of the weather. But imagine being a small child without enough to eat and enduring that kind of turmoil. That's what we're dealing with in Haiti. And that's why Food for the Poor said, Kev, we've got 600 kids that we know the names of. We know where they are. We know who has contact with them by way of pastors in their communities. We need to get them food this summer. And Paul Jacobs is back with us from Food for the Poor. And Paul, you said, can you guys help? And I said, sure, let's do it. Let's go feed some kids and make sure that they have a good summer. But what are we exactly talking about? How bad is the poverty in Central America and in Haiti in particular?
Yeah. In Haiti in particular, you're talking about a number that is staggering. 1.6 million people on the brink of severe starvation. 1.6 million. To put that in context, that's 1 out of every 10 Haitian. 1 out of every 10 Haitians. And many of them are children, unfortunately, because those children who need the most nutrition at their just growing stages of their life. And it brings me back. You talk about these hot summer months, and I live in South Florida, and it is our two biggest projects.
Exactly what I'm talking about.
I know exactly. My two biggest projects is the air conditioning in the house and the tint on the family car. But it takes me back to a trip that we went to Haiti. It was a summer trip, and when we were there in the community, it was just about 3 hours outside of Port-au-Prince. I remember the ministry partner taking us to what she called a watering hole. And when we went to that watering hole, it literally was a mud wall that water trickled out of this hole for these children to collect in these buckets. And I thought I'd seen it all. And I thought I'd said to myself, this is as bad as it gets. It's the worst I've ever seen in all of my years traveling to Haiti. And then she took me to meet a mother. And this mom, in the back of her home, had a pot boiling. And at least I said to myself, there was some food. There was something that this mom had that she was able to provide for her children in this struggling community. And then in this clip you're about to hear, you'll find out what was in those pots.
I know we love to say that the Haitian people are resilient, and it's a quality that we praise so much, but it's just how much resilience can the same people put up with. And no child should ever know hunger, misery, pain. I see children crying. I hear moms telling me that they put their kids at bed at night crying because they're hungry. I've had a mom tell me that she boiled rocks because that gave her children hope that there was something on the stove when there was nothing there.
It was a sad day that day to realize that mother used that pot boiling with rocks just so that she could tell the children, just wait, it's not ready yet, in hopes that they would be there in their hunger and their weakness. They would fall asleep and she would have another day to figure out where she was going to provide that next meal. But that can change right now. Watching us right now, hearing our message right now, you are the difference maker. And moms like this, and many moms across Haiti.
855-349-4673 is the phone number, 855-349-4673. You can also just give online. Just go to instagood.org. Do some instant good immediately. Insta, INSTAGOOD, instagood.org, instagood.org, or call 855-349-4673. And Paul, I remember being on that trip with you, and that mud hole where the water source was, I'd never seen anything so filthy. And to know that this was the only water source for that community, but to go back a year later and to see what some of my listeners had done in the area with clean water being filtered for them, And to see that mom who had been boiling rocks the year before to be able to actually have a garden with some vegetables and some other things that had grown, the life transformation of an entire region because of Food for the Poor and people working together was just truly transformational.
I wish I could. Every one of your audience members who give and make a donation to save lives, providing life-saving food. I wish I could charter a flight for you to go there like Kevin and I have gone and seen it firsthand.
Friends, it's so important. Please call 855-349-4673, 855-349-4673, or go to instagood.org. All one word, instagood.org.
Stick around for more of That Kevin. Next, That Kevin Show with Kevin McCullough.